Yo, it's your boy Clash J Win back on the video. You know what it is, what it does, what it look like. And today we got to is eating animals wrong, hunters versus vegans. I went both ways. Like I eat meat right now, but like some months ago I was vegan. Did vegan, going vegan is great. You get a whole lot of energy. I ate meat. I'm both ways. I don't care. But anyway, man, go sub to my gaming channel. Do that. Like and sub to this channel. Go to my gaming channel. Go there. We do the same thing, but we do gaming videos weekly. Go sub over there. But anyway, yeah, and check out Trevo Prod. Do that. Go to him. Go sub. Go check out a beat over there. That man be getting the hype over there, bro. Go check out D1KD, that's my cousin. Go check him out. Quando Plays. And I forgot my other cousin YouTube channel. It's so much wording. Next video, I'ma shout him out too. Go sub to them though. Go sub to my gaming. Go do all of that. But let's check what this fool gotta say.
Before we start this video, we just want to take a moment to say thank you to our sponsor for it.
Man, move. We ain't getting paid out here, boy. No. Go to the action.
The world has been globalized and like.
Man, hold on, wait. Hold on.
You can reach every corner of the globe.
Wait.
If we were all born like 3 centuries from now, the world has been globalized and like agriculture can reach every corner of the globe. How would that affect, if at all, your views or your choices?
Am I going to be judged if I say not at all?
I became vegan because I could no longer think about eating something that was once living and breathing.
The primary thing that keeps me vegan is just always the animal liberation. The idea that we are trying to push our ideas onto others. That stereotype I've experienced the most.
Hunting is a very hard concept for people to understand. I am in Texas, it's a lot more acceptable, even though being a woman who hunts, people still, have a really hard time with that concept.
I feel like a lot of people think vegan.
Oh, look at my twin! Look at that man! Look at my twin! The Marvians. Boy, we gonna call him. We not calling him no Don Marvians. You calling that man Tashiki? Tashiki!
I grew up in a rural village, living off the land. The way we live is with total respect to the animals, and I think there's so much that people do not know about indigenous culture.
Good.
My name is Danny. I'm queer, I'm vegan, and I'm multiracial.
Hi, my name is Don Marvens. I've been a vegan for coming on 6 years now.
I like how that man start off saying that we don't care. Man, look how he start off.
I'm queer, I'm vegan, and I'm multiracial.
Queer.
My name is Don Marvens. I've been a vegan for
Hey,
coming on 6 years now.
Tashiki, he get to the point. Look, I ain't finna start him
I'm a
over.
freelance photographer, and I recently moved to the LA area.
My name is Nina. I'm 24. I've been vegan for coming up on 5 years now, and I'm a professional astrologer.
Hi, my name is Brittany. I'm Koyukon Dene from Alaska. I'm a
Well, I forgot what
first-generation
Tashiki
college
was. Hold
graduate
on.
of School in the California.
324. Let's see what Tashiki on. I forgot.
6
I
years
ain't
now.
look. Oh, he a vegan. Okay.
Freelance.
Alright.
First generation college graduate. I went to school in the California area, and I'm currently on a road trip visiting friends to learn whose land I'm on.
I'm Carly, I'm from Texas. I'm a wife, a mom. I also do
Of course.
telemarketing consulting.
Karen. Of course.
Is that surprising to y'all that 2 hunters walked over?
I would love to hear why. Yeah. I would love to
How? Of course, yeah, like when you eat meat, you gotta make sure that the animal ain't sick and all of that. But like with vegans, I've been vegan before, but I ain't been vegan like straight out your mind vegan. Like,
Hunters have the utmost respect for animals. And I think that's a really hard thing for people to see. How can you love something? And
I see
respect
both
something?
sides though.
It's just a hard concept, right? Conservation is a big reason why I hunt. It not only provides food for my family, but I can shoot a certain number of deer each year, and that will keep that population and that herd thriving.
I guess I've never really came at this conversation from like an angle of vegans versus hunters. It's always vegan versus meat eater. So I understand in a sense the respect you have to what you're doing. I just know that I could never do that.
Yeah, and I think that for me is one of my maybe more bigger issues is not with vegans, but it's more people who eat meat but don't understand hunting.
And like people, bro, let me go back to my homeboy. You see how his body is built, right? And then like people come and tell me, oh, you gotta eat meat to get your body like that. This dude don't eat meat. He look like a whole whole running back.
I guess I've never really.
See, look at his bones. Look how he's structured. You don't have to eat meat to be built like that.
Versus hunters is always vegans versus meat eater. So I understand in a sense.
I ain't
Issues is not with vegans, but it's more for people who eat meat but don't understand hunting. So you're going to eat meat that was slaughtered at a factory, but I can't just give a deer one swift, great bullet in the heart where it dies out where it's supposed to die.
I was one of those people that said I could never even be vegetarian. Like I was probably like the people that you're describing, just not having a connection to what they're eating. I didn't think about it, and then as streaming services go, I found a little documentary through the suggestions.
But it changed your life.
And it changed my life. And like I remember I went to brunch that morning and I had like sausage and egg and like fried cheese. And then that night I watched this documentary. And so that's why I'm vegan, because I can't support like us as an industry and as a populace, like removing the choice from that large of a swath of animal populations just because they're animals.
If there was a solution, like just the magic happens, the skies part, and all the meat is like done in a way that is humane, would that make you more inclined to eat meat?
I think that you sort of get into the fundamentals of like, is it humane to kill something? I have to understand and respect and honor that, like in indigenous cultures, there's many reasons why people hunt. We would all be remiss if we didn't admit that, at a time in human history, like we needed animal protein and animal meat to survive. But today, it's not necessarily a necessity.
I was being taught ethical hunting.
He making
by
me
an
trying to go
ethical
back
hunter.
vegan, bro.
And again, I think that's a
real talk.
harder concept here. Because trust me, like they're asshole hunters. But that's what I saw conservation.
Vegan
and I
food
saw
good,
ethical
though, while
hunting,
y'all
and I saw
playing.
why we do it, and I saw the food. I haven't bought beef. I mean, in 6-7 years.
Can I ask you a question that I'm kind of scared to ask?
And we'll see.
So you said that you're a mother, and if you think of like Bambi, do you ever consider the small baby animals that you're taking their parents away from them?
Okay. So Bambi doesn't exist. That's a Disney movie. If a mom is there with her yearlings, you would never kill that mom, right? You wait until she kicks them out of the house.
And that's part of like ethical hunting.
That is like, no one really, like you wait until the babies are kicked out.
I learned from my Tlingit cousins, they're from the southeastern Alaska. They're the ones that invented the fish hook. It was so wide that only a full-grown halibut could get caught. It's a generational thought. You're not just thinking about, oh, I need food tonight. You're like, how do I make sure I protect their natural processes? When fish hooks are made now, anything can come out. So many of our pre-colonial traditions were staying in balance with animals. We had so many practices that prevented overhunting, and the people who are living off the land, who are fighting for the land, are getting last priority.
Ugh, man, I look at Tashiki's shoes, bro. Like, I was trying to see that heat check on these people. Man, they put the camera on her too much.
We're not allowed to fish.
Man,
If there's
y'all
commercial
gonna see it.
fishing, we're constantly being watched and fined. It's constantly having land taken away.
Like, yo, bro, what are you wearing? I was checking out the heat check. Oh my gosh, bro. I don't even know if he my twin from them shoes. Yeah, Tashiki my twin. I'ma still claim him. Tashiki my friend. In my clone, and you know, that's my twin and my friend. But them shoes got to go, bro. When you get done with the show, put them dunks in the trash.
If you look at any community, it's constantly happening to them where they're told they're not allowed to do this or eat this. It's all connected. It's all a cycle.
That man looking goofy walking up in there, bro. Them shoes trash.
If you have a choice,
I don't even hear
where
the
you
question,
to
bro.
Get your food and
I'm
where
tripping.
you
I
have-
talk too much. Okay.
If you have a choice of where you get to get your food and where it comes from,
I mean, like,
knowing
I'm
about
gonna stop you right there. I mean, like, as long as you eating, bro, okay, you totally fine. You totally fine with me. Like, as long as you eating, like, I don't care if you're vegan. What they call when people eat other humans? I forgot. Say in the comments. But yeah, as long as you eating,
privilege.
as long as you don't eat me though,
The choice
don't eat
to
me.
be vegan includes, makeup and clothing and all of these things. And, sustainable clothing, for example, is top dollar
Yeah.
if you're trying to buy it new. And thrifting is great, but some people don't even have access to that. And so I think that choice is a privilege and veganism is a choice.
I was born in Haiti, the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. And the fact that my parents were able to leave with me when I was just like 1 year old into the States, like really shaped how my life would go. The lifestyle that I'm living is such a stark contrast from the people down in the Caribbean.
I feel like I have to talk about how veganism, especially in the States and especially in like the global West, has been totally co-opted by I'm just gonna say it, by whiteness. Veganism shouldn't be a privilege in my opinion, but it is. Like the world that we live in now, it is.
I don't know enough about being a vegan. I think of it as like something that rich white people do, but I don't know. I don't know any vegans. I don't know how much money it costs.
Yeah, a lot of people also from lower income backgrounds or areas, they also rely on fast food. And that stuff is really cheap because, as far as I understand, the government subsidizes meat and animal products much more than it does vegetables.
When we think about someone who has to work a low-wage job,
Let me stop you right there, baby. I was literally just sitting back and thinking, like, I never tried fruit salad before. Like salad with fruit in it, like some strawberries, some grapes. I ain't never tried that before. And I want to try it. If you try a fruit salad, tell me how it is in the comments. But
to survive,
go ahead.
you also have to think they're probably working more than one job possibly. You want the easiest meals. You want the highest calorie meals because you're working and you're burning so many calories. So when you're saying, why don't you eat more plant-based, you're asking them to change their shopping habits. You're asking them to spend
But when
more
you go
time-
vegan though, you get more energy. Like it make you want to do more when you go vegan. Like you'll wake up early and you'll want to run if you do that. Like I've experienced that. I went vegan. I'm like, God dang, I got a lot of energy, bro.
and you're
Yeah.
asking them to educate themselves. And when you are working that hard,
When you eat
have to
meat,
numb
bro,
yourself
oh
where
my
you need to
gosh,
survive. That
like
is
you
different.
have no energy.
Stupid way for you.
Totally. And it's not fair to like ask any of those people in survival mode to completely like shift their way of life and learn a whole new lifestyle. And I definitely agree with that. I'm just curious, like, if we were all born like 3 centuries from now, the world has been globalized and like agriculture can reach every corner of the globe, how would that affect, if at all, your views or your choices?
Am I going to be judged if I say not at all?
I'm genuinely curious.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm going to eat meat. I don't want to say there's no reason to not eat meat, but there's maybe no reason for me not to eat meat.
I get it.
I'm feeling judged.
I'm not judging,
You
but
know?
but I don't understand. I'll be honest, I don't
Yeah.
understand.
I mean, like I still
Man,
try
bro, we ain't getting
to
paid out here, baby.
the
Move
animals,
that.
like, they're still just animals. Like, it's okay to eat one. Everyone's been eating meat forever.
That's true.
You know, and
It's been a
there's
long
never
time
been a
practice.
culture ever that was 100% vegan. You know, they have shifted. They're plant-based and Mediterranean and Buddhist, and they have moved towards a whole culture who was 100% vegan. I don't think has ever existed.
It sounds like it's a natural order kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's interesting to hear because I'm firmly of the belief that like we are animals. So for me, the natural order perspective doesn't hold a lot of water.
Do you guys have pets?
But they making me want to go back
In other
vegan.
parts of
Vegan
the
was
world,
fun, bro.
What you would consider your
Chicken
cat?
tastes like chicken.
But
Vegan
that's
chicken.
fair. I mean, like, I don't even dog. I hope I'm done with my dog. But that's, you know, I mean, I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
worry about someone in China eating dogs. Like, we can all try to make the world a better place. And
It's interesting though because it does kind of challenge the natural order perspective. Like if
Where do you draw the line?
right.
Something to think about in this conversation too is knowing that even when we eat plants, there's so many people that we're exploiting.
Yes.
The core of this, I think, is just having that respect for your food.
I fully agree with that. I think it's such a falsehood when vegans say cruelty-free. The avocados that I eat, you know, were harvested by people that are being exploited. So
Do you guys consider hunting a privilege?
isn't everything a privilege to a point, right? A lot of people are going literally in their backyard, shooting something, processing it in their house, and putting it right on the table for their family. Like, that to me is beautiful. Hunting can be really expensive. You basically have to have a huge ranch, or you have to
They
spend
making me wanna
a ton
go
of
back
money
vegan.
on someone else's ranch.
I mean, you
think
can
a
do
lot of
that if
people
you want
here
to.
are
I mean,
trophy hunters,
food is
people
food,
go
though.
African hunting.
Food
I
is
have not
food.
done that.
Meat is good too.
That does not mean that I am not for it or against it. I do know that tourism in Africa is a huge moneymaker for them. I mean, those villages are really poor, and having an entire animal and multiple animals that hunters give them is big for them.
My question with that would just be, why would it have to be a tourist? It kind of just sounds like the white savior complex narrative.
Because we are willing to pay a load of money.
I remember reading a statistic about like a single elephant in its lifetime can garner over $1 million just from photographic tourism. One single elephant's ivory is about $21,000. So just that in itself, like to me, is evidence that like non-violent tourism, like non-trophy hunting tourism, like is just as lucrative, if not more lucrative, than trophy hunting.
I agree.
Come on, Brent.
If this was asked first, I would have disagreed. But after hearing your story, it is necessary to an extent.
If you're hunting for food, then you're saying that your life is more important than that other animal's life, and that is more reasonable to me than saying that your pleasure or your trophy or whatever is more important than an animal's life.
There's also safety, which I now realize, and it's like almost 2 hours if you needed a medical emergency evacuation. So yeah, I don't know any killing besides safety and like food, and then we'll still try to make the most out of the body and the fur, and we'll try to like feed it to the dog's needs. So.
there is just the biology of land, and there's biology of carrying capacity, and there's biology of how these animals have to be, you know, taken care of. I know that if people are not hunting those deer,
Dang, bro. Ooh, I muted the thing. That's a big old mole, boy. That mole huge. Gee.
those deer are gonna starve. There's not enough food, there's not enough water, there's not enough shelter. So to me, I will take one for the team and I will shoot a few deer this year to keep the land in check and the ecosystem in check.
I don't disagree that maintaining equilibrium of an ecosystem is important. My question to that would be like, what's actually sitting at the root cause of the deer overpopulation? Is the root cause that people aren't hunting enough, or is the root cause that their land is being taken away? But me making assumptions, hunting is a band-aid solution.
Like, I wish I could answer a very smart and like, well, based on data, but
Yeah.
done. Look at Los Angeles, Dallas, and where are animals going?
Right.
They're dying. You know, I mean, but what is the solution? I don't know.
The U.S. a lot of the times has tried to decide what animals need to go or not without the guidance of indigenous people who have been doing this for thousands of years and who have relationships with the animals. There are solutions, there are people that know it, and we need to push people in power to uplift voices who have this knowledge.
My diet is healthier.
I agree with them. I'm eating at this moment as July 1st. I eat meat, but like I transition like throughout the year and stuff a lot.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
So I see both
Question,
sides.
healthier than what? I chose to come up here because my diet is healthier than when I was not eating a vegan diet.
When I was
love a
vegan, I was
Beyond Burger.
healthy.
Is that healthier
Healthy.
than eating rice, beans, and collard greens every day? No, it's not. Do I believe that eating plant-based is healthier than eating animal products? Yes.
And if you're super, super intentional and informed about what you're putting in your body, then it's going to be healthier than someone who's not.
So that's also healthier on an emotional and mental level. There's this detachment, this emotional detachment that you're going through when you're eating an animal, and that to me is emotionally
She look like
unhealthy.
Lil Uzi
I
at
think
Vision.
awareness is one of the
With
healthiest
that mole,
things
bro.
that we can have.
I know if you like search veganism like online, especially on YouTube, you can see very dangerous vegan diets being like just told to like a massive audience of like young impressionable people. But like Oreos are vegan, Twizzlers are vegan, and it's been 1 a.m. and I'm down to sleep with Oreos. I'm just like, why did I do?
Just wait till you're 30.
Yeah, I'm 24, so I feel like I'll just keep on kicking. I don't know.
Coming here, I want to be very careful in extremes. Like my meat is, my diet is healthier. I don't know that. I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't know you. I believe the meat I eat is better than what you would get at McDonald's. I just think it would be so hard to be a vegan.
She needs
Seems like so much
zit pop, bro.
There's a
That
learning curve.
bump.
It's not hard in the grand
Ooh,
scheme of
man.
things.
Ooh.
I feel a lot better
Pop
putting in
that.
the work because I feel more empowered, I guess you could say. The
Holy
definition
bro.
of veganism is just as far as what is practicable and possible. It's all about doing your best.
She need that mole pop, boy.
Hey, thank you.
But y'all know it's time to wrap it up, pack it up, dab it up, crack it up until tomorrow. Peace.